G'day gang, Dan here, how you going? Welcome back to this Blackwood Prologue quest. We are now here in Blackwood. I'm gonna go meet Eveli's contact.
Friend, meet Baragon. Baragon, this is my friend. We've got a scroll to show you.
Baragon?
Go on, show the scroll to Baragon. You can trust him and he's very good at deciphering coded messages.
Well, if you say so.
Eveli says you have something for me to look at.
Yeah, but it's written in code. Can you decipher it?
Let me take a look. Imperial, all right. Specifically, this is Emperor Leovic's personal code. Luckily, I know it well. Unfortunately, I don't have Leovic's signet ring. Without that, I can't decipher the code.
Yeah, we found this ring alongside the scroll.
You have a signet ring? Why, yes, this does appear to be Emperor Leovic's. At least it's one of them. He certainly loved his jewelry. So first that journal that Eveli brought me, and now this. What have you and my sister gotten into this time?
Eveli is your sister?
My younger sister, yes. I used to regale her with stories of my adventures, back before I became a scribe in Emperor Morikar's court. I worked for both him and his son Leovic. Eveli says I sling words the way she looses arrows, fast and on target.
You were an adventurer and a scribe?
Technically, I was an adventurer, then a scribe. Turned out I preferred ink and parchment to danger and daring do. Unfortunately, I think I put the wrong ideas into little Eveli's head. Anyway, the scroll's over there. Deciphered and everything.
Thank you very much. The words of Emperor Leovic, written in an imperial code in 2E577 and deciphered by Baragon in the current year. The traitor Varen marches ever closer, the rebel, the would-be usurper. I must complete this document and send it with all due haste to one of my hidden imperial caches. The secret, stated or started by my grandfather and passed on to me by my father, must not die with me. It is imperative that the four ambitions come to fruition, that everything is ready when the time is right. Promises were made, bargains set in blood and stone, and the Prince of Destruction does not accept failure. Not in matters such as this. My steward Farul Lupus, he has raised me, served me, taught me, indulged me. Now he acts as my confessor as well, hearing every detail of the plan and secret. He knows the locations where the four ambitions have been moved to, he knows where to find the book, and he knows everyone who has been involved in one aspect of the plan or another. He may not understand everything I told him, but he will remember. He literally knows where every part of the secret has been buried. If I cannot stop Varen the betrayer, if I cannot restore order to my empire, then those who remain must carry on. Between your devoted waking flame and the knowledge I have passed on to Steward Lupus, you have everything you need to make our four ambitions a reality. Do not fail me. Do not fail Mehrunes Dagon.
Well, what did the scroll say? Do we finally know the Emperor's secret?
Yeah, it talks about secrets, ambitions, and the Emperor's steward, someone named Farul Lupus.
Farul Lupus? He hired me to investigate Blackwood Villa. But why is the word ambitions capitalized? It must mean something special. Thanks for helping me. Here, take part of what Lupus already paid me. There's more if you come with me to Riften. The deciphered document, it mentions the person who hired me, Farul Lupus. Could he really be Emperor Leovic's steward? I guess it's possible. Anyway, I'm supposed to bring this book I recovered to him. Well, to his contact in Riften, anyway.
Tell me more about this book you recovered.
Farul Lupus sent me to retrieve the book from Blackwood Villa, one of the Longhouse Emperor's hidden retreats. I found it and a journal, the one that led me to Nasalis. It's a strange old tome. I can't read any of the words, if they are words.
What do you mean you can't read it?
It's written in a language I've never seen before. Looking at the pages makes my eyes hurt, and just carrying it around, it's kind of uncomfortable. Will you come with me to Riften? I want to deliver the book and be done with this business.
I'll go with you to Riften to deliver the book.
I never actually met with Farrell Lupus directly. Everything was done through an intermediary, a mage named Renna. We can find her at the Mages Guild Hall in Riften. My brother has a cart we can use to make the journey, or I can just meet you there.
What else do you know about Farrell Lupus?
Before we found the document my brother deciphered for us, I assumed he was a scholar or a book collector or something. I had no idea he was the steward of the last Longhouse Emperor. We never met, just exchanged letters until he sent me to Renna.
And what should I know about Renna?
Renna's some kind of mage. She gave me the final instructions for my mission to the villa and handed over the gold. Well, the first payment. I'm promised more when I deliver the book. Don't worry, I'll make sure you get a fair share of the reward.
Right. Where is this? Ah, the cart right here. Cart to Riften, off we go. Right.
Hold! I was sent for you!
What do you mean, you were sent for me? I'm not here for you, buddy. I'm here for something else. Ah, yes. Good old Riften, eh? Can't seem to escape the Skyrim. I'd spend more time looking around, but I've got a mission to get done here. Into the Mages Guild.
Hey friend, over here! You made it! I'm glad you're here. I wasn't looking forward to facing Renna alone. Not after what we found out.
Are you sure Renna is here?
Yeah, I spotted her in the main hall. Look, I've been thinking. Since Farrell Lupus and Renna weren't totally honest with me, I might as well use an intermediary of my own. Plus, something's not right about all this. Will you talk to Renna for me?
I'll go talk to Renna. But what do you mean that something's not right?
I'm not sure, but I want to keep watch. I've had the feeling that someone's been following me since I arrived in Riften. I might be acting like a cracked acorn, but better safe than sorry, right?
Right.
Over here, Initiate.
Renna.
Yes? Is there something I can help you with?
I represent Eveli Sharparrow. She wants to turn over the item you sent her to recover.
Eveli? She found Farrell's book? Oh, that's wonderful news. But why is Eveli standing way over there? And why are you talking to me instead of her? What's this all about, stranger?
Oh, when Eveli found out that you hadn't been completely honest with her, she decided to be cautious.
Not completely honest. Just what are you implying? Is Eveli attempting to change the terms of our deal? Farrell offered a fair price for what he asked her to do.
We know that Farrell Lupus was Emperor Levic's steward.
Quiet! If certain ears heard those words, our lives wouldn't be worth a hawker's blister. I suppose it's time for Eveli to meet Farrell. We have a house here in Riften, around the corner from the bank. Just knock 2 times or he won't respond.
Look at Eveli in the background. Alright.
Head for Renna's house. This is sounding more and more like an investigative Vale novel all the time. Let's find Renna's house. I want to finally meet Farrell Lupus in person, so he can tell me everything he knows about the Emperor's secret.
Investigate a Vale. Listen to it. Listen to the glorious Skyrim musics. Alright, anyway. Going inside? Yep. Knock on Renna's door. See, all these people, they think they know, but they don't know how to knock properly.
Help! Help me!
Oh,
That doesn't sound good. Hurry, let's get inside.
where are you?
We need to get inside and help Farrell Lupus. He sounds like he's badly injured. Do you know how to pick a lock? If not, Let's see if there's an open window or something around back.
I do, but I'm curious about going around the back and through the open window. Oh, hey, mate. Looking for an open window round the back. Ah, here we go. Hey, how'd you all get in here? Make way. What?
Farrell? No, 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 no! Oh, Renna. I'm so sorry. Farrell Lupus is dead? I can't believe someone killed him over some secret. Can you talk to Renna? I'm not very good at condolences.
Oh, Farrell! I told him to forget about the past, but did he listen? No!
Farrell Lupus was murdered. Does this have something to do with Emperor Levic's secret?
You know about that? Maybe. Probably. Farrell never told me a lot about his time serving the Emperor, but I knew it was on his mind recently. That's why he hired Eveli. He said he wanted to make things right.
So who do you think killed him? I found this sheet of paper on his body.
A sheet of... Oh, gods. That's a sign of the Dark Brotherhood. They assassinated my poor Farrell, and all because of something that should have stayed buried with the damn Longhouse Emperors.
Tell us what you know about this secret. Everything we've found so far led us here.
Then I guess you've reached a dead end. Farrell never told me much, just that he needed the book he sent Eveli to find. That he had to correct a terrible mistake. He also mentioned that Leovic told him things, but he never got into specifics.
I'm sorry Farrell Lupus was killed. But what should Eveli do about this book he sent her to find?
I don't care about the book. I want nothing to do with it. If the Dark Brotherhood thinks I know anything, they'll come after me. And you as well. You should forget about Farrell and Leovic and that book. Forget about them and go far, far away.
You said Leovic told Farrell things, but you didn't. You don't know specifics. Anything you can remember may help.
You know, things. State secrets, I suppose. Hidden dreams, wild desires. Farrell helped raise the Emperor. They were close. Or as close as the most powerful man in the world and his steward can be. Once, Farrell mentioned another secret.
Did this secret involve something called the Four Ambitions?
Ambitions? No, I don't recall any mention of that. Farrell didn't say much, just referred to something as the secret of the Longhouse Emperors. I got the feeling it had something to do with Daedra worship, and some sort of weapons. That's all I know.
Come on, let's talk outside. I'll meet you out back under the dock.
I can take the window, good. Could go out the front door. I prefer the window, thank you very much. This guy. Oh, just a couple star jumps facing the sun. Praise the sun. Eveli.
What do you think? Did the Dark Brotherhood really assassinate Farrell Lupus? Is this book he sent me to retrieve really that important? I'm not sure what we should do next, so if you have any ideas, I can't wait to hear them.
Oh, we have a strange book. A secret that may concern the fate of the world and a murdered steward.
That about sums it up. Plus the dreams I've been having. Ever since I found that book, I've been having the most strange and disturbing dreams.
What kind of dreams?
Nothing specific. I'm always someplace. A forest, a town. Then the ground starts to shake or fire erupts all around me. Once the place was flooded by a deluge of water, and there are always 4 animals watching from a nearby hill.
What kind of animals?
A huge boar, a fox, and a pair of identical rams. Weird, huh? You know, I'm attributing the dreams to the book, but it could be something I ate. My diet has been all over the place these past few weeks.
That's interesting, but it doesn't really help us at the moment.
Oh, great. The scary Daedra lady is back.
Flattery and cuteness will get you nowhere, elf. Come, little mortal. I have information.
Little mortal, eh?
Did the scary Daedra lady say I was cute? Well, if she has something to say, I think you better talk to her.
I will, and she did.
Say thank you, little mortal. I have read the ensorcelled scroll, and I know where we need to go next on our quest to learn Leovic's secret. Unless, that is, you and the elf discovered something in the coded documents.
The coded message led us to Leovic's steward, but he was murdered by the Dark Brotherhood.
The assassins who follow Mephala? Or are they the ones who serve the Void? No matter. My information actually concerns the secret we seek to uncover. According to the ensorcelled scroll, there is another cache annex beneath the Imperial City.
There's something beneath the Imperial City?
Yes, hidden in the Imperial sewers. I will open a portal that will get you close to the annex, but you will need to deal with the wards. For all their reverence of the Daedra, these Longhouse Emperors certainly went out of their way to keep us out.
Alright, let's go see what's waiting for us in the Imperial sewers.
Oh, not me, little mortal. I have no intention of slogging through the muck and the sludge when you are more than capable of handling that. I shall catch up to you after you have dealt with the wards. Go on now, and take the wood elf with you.
So nice of her.
Another portal? Don't Daedra have flying horses or something? Did I hear that correctly? Sewers? Do you know what's in sewers? Sewage! It's disgusting! All right. Let's just get going before I change my mind.
Let's do it.
So these are the Imperial sewers. Fancy. This is a sewer, all right. Smells worse than the vats of fermenting rot meth back home. Let's find this annex and see what the Longhouse Emperors hid down here.
Right. Take a look.
Looks like the Order of the Waking Flame got here first. Damn! The ward's down. The cultists must be inside. Go slow. Let's not alert the cultists until absolutely necessary. Look! A cache! And it's still warded!
What a glorious day! As my prince commanded, I allied myself with a rich man, Durkorak, also known as the Black Drake, and brokered a deal that will see the powerful barbarian crowned emperor and placed upon the ruby throne. Now begins the true work, the endless preparations, the rituals, everything that must be done to make ready for the 4 ambitions of Mehrunes Dagon. We will perform our tasks and wait for the day when the final part of the arrangement will be carried out, and Mehrunes Dagon will claim his due. All praise the Prince of Destruction, all praise the Prince of Change.
The Longhouse Emperors really did it. They made a deal with Mehrunes Dagon. We need to find the caches before the cultists steal everything out from under us. I want to know what was so important that Farol Lupus had to die. and what any of this has to do with the book I'm still carrying.
The Journal of Emperor Lyranth. My father and my grandfather before me started all this, but I shall be the one to end it and reap the reward if the bastard Varen doesn't show up and kill me first. My father had this annex built beneath Imperial City to house the last of our secrets, a safe haven for others to find so they can carry out the work. If worse comes to worse, you understand? Here are all the people who have at least a part of the puzzle, though only my steward and the leader of the Order of the Waking Flame know the entire truth, and even they aren't privy to the changes I needed to make as the forces of the traitor Varen draw near. The 4 ambitions aren't ready yet. If they were, I'd use them to destroy Varen and save my legacy, but the time of the ambitions is still a few years away. I have one last trick up my sleeve. I'll use the shrine in this annex, the one my father personally dedicated to Mehrunes Dagon, to appeal to the Prince of Destruction and seek his help again, as my grandfather did when he conquered the Empire. If I fail, and if I fall to the traitor Varen, then you, High Priest of the Order of the Waking Flame, you will have to deal with the others and determine where I move the ambitions. I would not let them fall into Varen's hands. Feral Lupus, Chief Counselor Leviticus, Counselor Bor, Counselor Valeria, Atinia, Jirik, Sophus, Vandasya.
Emperor Lyranth wrote that, but it's not in code. If those counselors know the secret, their lives are in danger.
It's a waking flame right here.
We need to find the caches before...
This document describes a ritual that must be performed at a dedicated shrine deeper inside this annex. If successful, the ritual will allow the performer of the ritual to communicate directly with Mehrunes Dagon. At least that seems to be the general idea. Notes in the margin indicate that the ritual was inscribed by Yashil, Doombringer of the Order of the Waking Flame.
The cult's trying to contact Mehrunes Dagon. Let's find that shrine.
Mehrunes Dagon, show me where to find your 4 ambitions.
Step through the portal and prove your worth to the Lord of Fire and Flood.
That cracked acorn is stepping into oblivion?
You honor me, Lord Dagon.
Look, behind the statue! A portal! Come on!
Oh, he's in.
An ominous voice from nowhere, crazed cultists, and another portal behind that statue? What is it with Daedra and portals anyway? I suppose we ought to follow the cultist leader, right?
Right. Here we go. To the Deadlands.
I don't believe it. Is this really Oblivion? This is really a Daedric plane? I've never been to Oblivion before. The spinners told stories about Mehrunes Dagon, called his realm the Deadlands. I guess that's where we are. Let's find the cultist before he does something terrible.
Feel like I've stepped into...
Why do you think he named this
Doom.
place the Deadlands? Looks more like the really hot lands to me.
Oh, Eveli.
I gave the mortals everything they requested, and yet we come to this.
Your acolyte, the leader of our order. He sent me to find the 4 ambitions.
My arrows will make short work of the cultists. I'm not too sure about Mayhem. Eat arrows, you rotters!
That's right, you heard her. Eat arrow. Oh, hello, big fella.
What do you think of these acorns?
Yeah, tell him. You tell
The
him.
leader of the Waking Flame sent me to finish what the Black Drake started.
I have invested a significant amount of effort into the four ambitions.
I hate wasting expensive arrows on the likes of you.
Daedric.
And yet, the ambitions have been misplaced, and the bargain struck remains unfulfilled.
Then command me, Lord Dagon. I shall do whatever you ask.
You want my ambitions? Then prove your worth and destroy the intruders.
Let's go, Doombringer.
Arise, Krasgoth! Destroy those who would defy Lord Dagon! Lord Dagon, Prince of Destruction, lend us your strength!
This might
Then face
sting
me
a bit.
directly, unbelievers!
Fire! Flame! Here he is.
You bested my follower, mortals. So I shall permit you to leave my realm with your lives. Step through the portal and be gone.
Why don't you come down here, big boy, and we can finish this right now.
That's it? No talking, no explanations? Just go home, little mortals? Fine. Come on, let's get out of here.
Alright. But you got all those arrows. Alright, in we go.
A portal from Oblivion? And you, little mortal, emerging with hardly a scratch? Come, tell me everything. You never cease to intrigue me, little mortal. Is that the distinct scent of Mehrunes Dagon and the Deadlands that lingers about you like a cloud of flesh flies? Never mind about that. Tell me what you learned and how you ended up in Dagon's realm.
The Waking Flame cultists were in the annex when we arrived.
Yes. The Order of the Waking Flame has been particularly persistent in trying to run down this secret for themselves. Speaking of which, did you learn any more about Leovic's secret?
Found a record of a bargain made between Dur Korak, the Black Drake, and Mehrunes Dagon.
Interesting. I recall something about that. The mortal who went on to become the first of the Longhouse Emperors attempted to make deals with a number of the Daedric princes, my own lord included. Any indication about the terms of this bargain?
Some sort of weapons, the 4 ambitions, and I found a list. People who apparently know the secret.
Well, little mortal, your course is clear. We have barely plumbed the depths of this mystery. You must find the people on this list and discover the truth of the 4 ambitions. Meanwhile, I have other avenues to explore.
Now that the scary Daedra lady is gone, let's talk.
Oh, she is gone.
That was kind of exciting. I've never been to any part of Oblivion before. A lot of it felt familiar, though, like places I've seen in my dreams lately. Anyway, thanks to everything we learned, I know exactly what needs to happen next.
What needs to happen next, Eveli?
We need to find the people on that list. Warn them about the Dark Brotherhood. See what they can tell us about the ambitions. And what I should do with this book. Hey, thanks, by the way. I never got the rest of my pay, but I can spare this for now. I'll start the search in Lyranth. That's where Chief Counselor Leviticus was, last I heard. I think he's helping to govern the city or something. Once I get the lay of the land, I'll send word to you. You know, in case you still want to help and all.
Will you be alright hanging on to that strange book?
I think so. This all started when Farrell Lupus sent me to find this book, and that put me on the trail of Emperor Leovic's secret. Now we know that the secret concerns a deal made with Mehrunes Dagon and something called the Four Ambitions.
But we don't know any specifics.
Well, we know the Dark Brotherhood murdered Farrell Lupus, who turned out to be the Emperor's steward. And we know that the Waking Flame are Dagonists seeking the Ambitions. In Leovic's notes, the Ambitions were described as some sort of weapons.
And Lyranth believes all of this concerns the fate of the world?
Yeah, not sure how I feel about the scary Daedra lady, but her ominous warning makes my leaves shudder. If Mehrunes Dagon has his sights set on Tamriel, we're in for all sorts of disasters. Whatever the Longhouse Emperor's promised, it can't be good.
Leovic's notes also listed other people, besides Farrell Lupus, who know about the secret.
Right. I'm not an expert on Imperial politics, but I recognize Leviticus's name. He was on the Elder Council before the Empire fell. I remember listening to a herald in Eldenroot. They brought news that Leviticus was alive and serving in Leowyn.
What do you know about Leowyn?
Not a lot, really. I've never been up in that area. As far as I know, it's an Imperial city on the Topal Bay. So far, it's been able to keep the Three Banners Wall mostly away from its borders. Or so the heralds have reported.
How will you convince Leviticus that he may be in danger?
I don't know. I usually just make things up along the way. I suppose I'll offer my assistance and see what happens. Once I make some contacts, I'll send word. If you're still interested in solving this mystery, you can meet me then.
I will, and I'll see you then. Alright, well I guess that brings us to the end of the prologue. I'm just going to go and head off in this direction, and I'll be back when the expansion begins. I'll see you then, folks.